So I just got back from seeing a contender for one of the worst films of 2009, G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, starring Who Gives a Fuck? This movie sucks dick. Hard dick. G.I. Joe. Everybody knew this movie was going to fail, but hey, the audience was packed tonight, having a good time with the film, while I was sitting there hoping that the human race would suddenly be destroyed. This movie sucks. There's nothing good about it. The actors don't even try. They don't even have fun with their roles. They're just there. Eye candy, just like Transformers 2. And I'd actually put that not below Transformers 2, but it's pretty damn close at being just as bad as Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. That piece of shit movie deserves to die. The writers for this film deserve to be fired. The director is actually the director of one of my favorite adventure films, The Mummy, and The Mummy Returns, which I thought was slightly a little less better, but still a good movie. The third one sucked. Not as bad as this one. I actually want to see The Mummy 3 now, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, just to compare it to this movie and to see how much I like Dragon Emperor better now. Oh my god! The plot is so cliched. Everything is cliched. Why am I just mentioning the plot? And as a kid's film, I have to say that in my review because we all know that summer blockbusters these days are for little children. Do the writers give a shit about an older audience anymore liking action movies? You know, just because we get a little taller and we mature a little more doesn't mean we like to have our moments of saying, this is awesome, it's blowing up, but still having some character development and good writing. The dialogue's terrible. Dennis Quaid's in this movie. Like I said before, all the actors suck. He gets a mulligan for that one because he's actually a good actor. But the writing sucks here, so he doesn't have much to work with. Now the action, which is the most important in these movies, sucks. Just like everything else. Too much slow-mo, action that gets tiresome because we've seen it in every single action movie before. They don't use anything inventive. And it's just, you know, to take over the whole movie and to be what it's all about, it's just mediocre. The CGI, second most important thing on the list of bullshit. CGI in this movie is cartoonish. It's like I was back watching The Master of Disguise. It was terrible. Now, the villain in the movie, Cobra, who's in the title, he comes in at the end. Spoiler, I don't give a shit. This movie sucks. He comes in at the end. Basically, he was a henchman of the main villain in the movie. The main villain gets fucked by this guy, and the main villain becomes this guy's bitch 2 minutes after realizing this guy's motive, his henchman's motive. Imhotep from The Mummy, he has a role in this film, which I don't know what he was up to. He becomes the president at the end by surgically getting his face to look like the president. They're setting up for a sequel, and I hope it gets pulled because I don't want to see this turn into a franchise. Just a shitty piece of shit. I should just count the number of times I say shit in this review. Last year I had my problems with Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, you know, but there was something in there that let me, you know, have a good time. There was one actor, Brendan Fraser, who could really just keep you focused on whatever little there was there. This movie, nobody does that. Dennis Quaid, nope. Brendan Fraser is in it for a second, and he's overtoned by the music playing in the background. Speaking of music, it's always playing in the background, just like Transformers 2. In moments that they try to give their characters, just try to give them a little depth, there's music playing in the background. Corny-ass music that's very forgetful. Entertaining writing, just mediocre writing. Just have some writing that I don't have to laugh at every single piece of dialogue that comes out of these fucking actors' mouths. Okay? Just stop going to these films. They suck. Okay? There's nothing here that's entertaining at all. Okay? Okay? Okay. I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. I should give it a 0 out of 5, but some effort went into the special effects, so I have to give them credit for that, even though I already said it looks cartoonish. Somebody had to sit at a computer all day doing this shit, so I'm going to give them a 1 out of 5. Alright? It's just a very bad movie. Oh, and I didn't even mention the love relationships that we care so much about. Are you fucking kidding me? They try to add 2 in here. 1's enough for a movie like this. They try to add in 2. 1 between Marlon Wayans and this girl's on the G.I. Joe side, and 1 between a bitch who looks like a Hutter, little more intelligent Megan Fox, grown up, and her in the lead role who can't act to save his own fucking life. I've said enough. I'm going in peace. Good night.